Okay, so for this session, we will start with the update to do. We'll need to, of course, create the update part, which we will be using put. But yeah, for now, we will be using put for this one. So let's start with Gitpod. Again, opening up Gitpod for this one. Okay, let's make sure that everything is set, of course. Um, we get uh, uh, we'll delete the YAML file for now. Merge um, merge origin main. Okay, then do an install again, just in case things were not installed. And so it says here that the ability to edit these things, but of course this will be automated. So actually, because we already have some of the to-dos here, we'll just do update to do. We'll just actually copy this get to do here, and we just say update to do, and then we'll have the save db because we need to get it. For this thing, we also need to get the body because we need to check if um, what are the things that we will be editing. So we'll get the title, text, and is done from the body. Okay, so um, actually just do this db.todos id, the title. Just says here that um, if it is if there's a title or it's not null, then it will be put there. Else, we just copy the same value. We will also do that for not text but description. So we also do that on description. Then lastly, um, this one is a little bit tricky because null and false are the same in terms of like when it comes to OR. So we will have this as is done. If is done is not equal to null, and is done well, we can just default it as null um if there's no um there's no value that has been added there. If it's not equal to null, then it's done. Else, this one. Then we set to do's id to updated date is equals to a new date. And so given that, await save db. There you go. And we just set it as this. Then we'll just add it here. Update one to do. Then import update to do here, and it should have that. Actually, we can test it out. Oh, not this one. Sorry. npm start. Oh, should use put here. Good thing our server crashed, making us see our errors. So, make public and this one. Okay, so we will just get first API to do. So let's try to get one. Let's try to get one. So this is the um, item here, and JSON. Let's try updating the title only. Title only. So if we send, that is the only one that is being updated. If we do this, description only, we update only the description. If we do both the title and description, and send, both of them are updated. And again, if we want to have it only the done part, true. And if I want it false again, false. So as you can see, every time I update, the updated date is changed. So again, if I made it as true, the updated date is also changing. So that means um, we can have this as tested as well. Update to do JS. We'll copy. Oh, sorry. I need to rename this with a test. We'll copy the get to do, and we'll have the put update here should update the object given ID, update a to do. So newer to do, for the lack of better term, um, for update some description too. And is done is true. So we can do that. Again, we follow this, but pointing it out here, then we just set must be equal to newer dot is done. Um, updated date must be equal to, we'll get the created date here and updated date. So must be equal to created date because it's just the same, but must be above updated date. Let's see if this works. Let's have it tested. And it passed. Now, there is a branch that we didn't test, which is 9 to 11. So all of these things we haven't tested, like if there's only one title, if there's only a description, and so on and so forth. So we just copy this test and just give only the, oh, let's have it with only the is done. And then we just make it like this. And then test it out again. So we're testing that only the is done is changed. So now we see that the uncovered line is line 11, which is this one. So we'll try another one where we just test the title. Two. Okay. So you were um and must be false. Okay. And that passes everything. Uh, so what we did here is we tested if all of the items has been updated, the title, description, and is done. And here we should update the object given ID and only is done being updated, which we can see um, here. And lastly, should update the object given ID and only title is updated, which is this one. So that is done. Just add all feet added update and then git push, which now we can compare pull requests, added an ability to update given ID, create pull requests, merge pull request, confirm merge, and that should, we could delete this. Now before I end, I just want to touch this one. We can delete a to do. We'll go ahead and go to this one. Again, we just click on Gitpod, close the previous Gitpod instance, go back to the issues, and then open the terminal, git merge origin main, the origin which is the remote repository. Oh, we delete this first. There you go. Then we'll add the delete, which is as easy as we go to services, to do's, delete to do.js, actually. We just copy again the get to do, delete to do, then given the ID, we also save it. Ability to save the DB or the instance of that DB. db.todos ID. Use the delete keyword and save DB. And we just return maybe success true DB. Wait. Okay. So we just do this. Delete. Just use this one. Then we import it. Delete to do. There. We start it out. Oops. npm I. Forgot to install again. npm start. Now, let's see. Let's say we get this thing. Will return this. But if we delete it, uh, never mind this. If we delete it, oh, it's not found. Let's see. This one, sorry. It should be of a different port. It's now running on a different address. Yes. So it's running on a different address now. There you go. If I deleted this, oh, um, delete to, okay. There you go. Success true. If I try to get it again, doesn't show anymore. Actually, we could say that if um, if to do's ID, there's there's no to do's ID, we return um, error not found. Oops, sorry. And if we do this, error not found, but it's still returning a status 200, which is not good. So what we can do is we can have some form of helpers. Um, in Fastify, there is, let's see, not found. Um, there's a library where so I'm just going to check the plugins. So there's the ecosystem list, which if we check, I have to remember that one. This one. So Fastify Sensible. this allows us to use these things. So we'll install this npm I save Fastify Sensible, and then we just add it up here. Import. How do we use this? Import Sensible from Fastify Sensible. Oops, not this one. Sensible. And we just register it Sensible. And now what we can do is, if there's no to-dos, we reply not found. And so if we do this again, it has a status code that is not found. So given that, we'll have a can have a test delete to do the test.js. We'll copy this. And we'll just delete. Should return success equals to true if ID is deleted. So result success must be true. Yeah. Which if we do an npm test, of course there is something that will fail. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Let's check what made the error. Let's see. Delete. Okay. I think I'm missing something. So message complete, message complete. This is the ID. We'll check the results. Unless I made a problem. Ah, S is missing. The result is, where is that? Just going to check. There, it's just one S, and I'm checking two S's. So it works now, but as you can see, there's like 11 to 12. So what we can do actually is just get this, get response. We try to get this. Um, Success is true. Then get response status code must be equal 404 because we're checking if it is 404. So we run the test again. Oops, I think I made a problem. What's the error? So now there's a problem with the update to do. Huh. Is there a problem here? I think we can clean this up. Clean our to-dos. It's too many already. Yeah, it's actually a problem of the database now. So you might want to check it out every now and then. Of course, now we cannot find the deleted to do, and it also ran this part. So yeah, we'll add this one. Feat um, ability to delete, and also which is add ability to delete, and also return not found on get. So again, what we can do, pull request. Oops, sorry, this one. Compare and pull request. Add the ability to delete. Also added the ability to return 404 if item is not found. Create pull request. Merge pull request. Confirm. And that is done. So now what we have on our code is a semi-working to do backend. The next part is to transform this into Open API so that we are following a design first attitude rather than coding direct coding on this one.